Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. Let's start with the news today. Biden and Xi shed a clash over Putin's war in Ukraine. Washington, March 18, Reuters. U.S. President Joe Biden is expected to tell Chinese President Xi Jinping on Friday that Beijing will pay a price if it supports Russia's military operation in Ukraine. A warning that comes at the time of the deepening conflict between the nations. Biden and Xi will speak by phone, scheduled for 9 a.m. Eastern Time, and Washington has already threatened lower-level Chinese government officials, privately and publicly, that greater support for Russia risks isolation for Beijing. The conversation between Biden and Xi, their first seen in November, will be loaded in with tensions. Biden will make clear that China will bear responsibility for any action it takes to support Russia's aggressions, and we will not hesitate to impose costs, U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken said on Thursday. We're concerned that they are considering directly assisting Russia with military equipment to use in Ukraine, he said. China has denied such plans. Washington is also concerned that China could have Russia circumvent economic sanctions imposed by Western nations. Russia's invasion of Ukraine, now in its fourth week, has killed hundreds of civilians, reduced a city's area to rubble, and sparked a humanitarian crisis as millions flee to the country. It has also added a new flaw in the contestant U.S.-Chinese relationship, deflating Biden's initial hopes of easing a wide range of disputes by using a personal connection with Xi that predate his term in office. Biden greeted Xi warmly during the first moment of the video conference in November. Xi called Biden an old friend. U.S. officials increasingly view relations with Beijing through the prisms of the inherent competition, even though they want to avoid a Cold War or direct confrontations between the rival powers. Washington sees China growing even closer to Russia after Xi and Russian President Vladimir Putin last month announced a no-limits strategic partnership last month. China has refused to condemn Russia's actions in Ukraine or call it an invasion, and it has censored online content in China that is pro-West and unfavorable to Russia. Beijing, while saying it recognizes Ukraine's sovereignty, has also said Russia has legitimate security concerns that should be addressed, and has urged a diplomatic solution to the conflict. While Biden's administration has threatened specified countermeasures if China helps Russia efforts in Ukraine, officials have grown more resigned to that likelihood. The United States and its allies have not yet decided on precisely what steps to take against China, according to one person involved in those conversations. Targeting Beijing with a sort of intensive economic sanction imposed on Russia would have potentially dire consequences for the United States and the world, given that China is the second largest economy and largest exporter. A 7-hour meeting in Rome on Monday between lower-level aides to Biden and Xi were described as tough and intense by officials. Biden administration has not yet offered evidence of the claim that China has signaled a willingness to help Russia. Moscow has denied asking China for military assistance, and China Foreign Ministry called the idea disinformation. Russian Finance Minister Anton Siluanov said this week the country was counting on China to help it withstand the blow to its economy from banishing Western sanctions aimed at isolating Russia's economy from the rest of the world. The European war is not the only challenging topic of the agenda for Biden and Xi. The two leaders are also expected to compare notes and on the Iran nuclear talks, North Korea missile launches, and Taiwan. China and the United States are also engaged in separate trade talks. This is the end of our news today. If you like this video, please like and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching and see you next time.